Queen Corelia, this is the spy we captured. She came through the Forbidden Sea.
2 packs of murdering guardians are there to watch and protect it from intruders. And now, put her into the mind probe.
No! No!
Hold it right there!
Elle!
Release her or I'll blast your queen. I mean it.
It's the late 1970s and Star Wars has just taken the world by storm. Studios everywhere are scrambling to replicate its success, leading to a wave of sci-fi films hoping to capture even a fraction of its magic. Among them was Starcrash, an Italian-American space opera that didn't just imitate Star Wars, it leaned into its campy, pulpy roots and became something entirely its own. But while the film itself is remembered for its over-the-top spectacle and bizarre storytelling, one of its most infamous controversies revolved around Caroline Munro's now iconic leather bikini. Why did American studios insist that her outfit be toned down? What made them believe that Munro's intergalactic fashion choices would be a problem for television audiences? We'll get to that soon, but first let's dive into the world of Starcrash, a film that defied logic, budget constraints, and even common sense to become one of the most beloved cult classics in sci-fi history. Directed by Italian filmmaker Luigi Cozzi, credited as Louis Coates in the US, Starcrash is a film that blends the grandiosity of spacefaring epics with the fantasy elements of old-school adventure serials. Cozzi, a huge fan of Ray Harryhausen's work, envisioned Starcrash as a Sinbad in space rather than just another Star Wars knockoff. This vision explains the film's distinct visual style, featuring stop-motion creatures, elaborate miniatures, and a vivid, colorful universe. Production began in October 1977, with filming taking place at Rome's Cinecittà Studios, a legendary site for Italian cinema. While the film had a budget of around $4 million, a fraction of Star Wars funding, it made the most of its resources. The miniature effects were handled by Italian artists, while American developers were brought in for additional special effects, including snorkel photography and mechanical enhancements. However, the film's production was far from smooth. Shooting took over 6 months and was frequently halted due to financial struggles. The story follows Stella Starr, played by Caroline Munro, the galaxy's most skilled smuggler, and her mysterious, almost magical sidekick, Acton, played by Marjo Gortner. The duo is captured by the Imperial Space Police, but is quickly offered a deal. Their freedom in exchange for a dangerous mission to locate the Emperor's lost son, Prince Simon, played by David Hasselhoff, and stop the sinister Count Zarth Arn, played by Joe Spinell, from unleashing a superweapon that could destroy the galaxy. Their journey takes them through a series of wild and disconnected adventures, facing Amazonian warrior women, battling a giant robot, surviving on an ice planet, and even fighting off cavemen. Acton wields a laser sword, eerily similar to a lightsaber, and demonstrates powers that are never fully explained, while Stella Starr proves herself a fearless warrior. The climax sees the Emperor, played by Christopher Plummer, who reportedly took the role just to visit Rome, launching an all-out attack against Zarth Arn, leading to a final confrontation in which Stella and her allies save the universe in the most absurdly over-the-top way possible, by crashing an entire space station into the villain's lair. Now let's return to the story teased at the beginning. Caroline Munro's wardrobe, or lack thereof, became a point of contention behind the scenes. Initially, Munro was set to wear her skimpy leather bikini throughout the film, emphasizing her character's status as a sci-fi femme fatale. However, American studio executives were worried that her outfit would be deemed too provocative for television broadcasts, leading to concerns about censorship. As a result, Munro's character was given additional costume changes in the latter half of the film, switching to more conservative attire. This last-minute wardrobe adjustment didn't stop Starcrash from achieving cult status, but it added to the film's legacy as a piece of sci-fi history filled with bizarre production choices. Ironically, the attempt to censor Munro's outfit only made the original bikini more famous. Posters, promotional materials, and fan discussions continued to highlight the original design, cementing it as an iconic piece of the film's identity. Beyond Munro, the film's cast is a fascinating mix of talent. Marjo Gortner, who plays Acton, was once a child evangelist preacher before turning to acting. David Hasselhoff, still early in his career, got his first taste of sci-fi action as Prince Simon. Meanwhile, Christopher Plummer, already a respected actor, was reportedly paid $10,000 per day. Joe Spinell, famous for his roles in The Godfather and Rocky, plays Count Zarth Arn, delivering an over-the-top villain performance that feels right at home in Starcrash's world. His exaggerated line delivery and menacing monologues add to the film's delightful absurdity. If there's one element of Starcrash that is undeniably excellent, it's the music. The film's score was composed by the legendary John Barry, known for his work on the James Bond series and Out of Africa. Barry's grand orchestral compositions give Starcrash a sense of legitimacy, making even the silliest scenes feel like they belong in a much more serious sci-fi epic. Ironically, Barry was reportedly hesitant to score the film, and the producers were reluctant to show him the final cut in fear that he would quit the project altogether. Upon its release in 1978, Starcrash was met with mostly negative reviews. Critics lambasted its weak script, laughable special effects, and disjointed storytelling. Variety criticized its lackluster photography and poor imitations of Star Wars. However, as time passed, Starcrash found its audience. The film became a staple of midnight movie screenings and gained a devoted cult following, with fans appreciating its campy charm, colorful visuals, and unintentional humor. In 2017, Starcrash was given the Mystery Science Theater 3000 treatment, further solidifying its place as a beloved piece of B-movie history. It has also been recognized as one of the most entertaining Star Wars knockoffs, often celebrated for its sheer audacity rather than its quality. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you seen Starcrash? What's your favorite ridiculous moment from the film? Let us know in the comments.